Okay, people keep asking me to do these FRQ videos, so I'm going to try one out here. You're going to have to be able to do an externality. So let's just choose one. Let's do a negative externality, right? Negative externality, and I don't know, I'll do traffic. There we go, traffic, because we did that one in class. Okay, so we're at traffic. That's our negative externality. You're going to be told that it's a negative externality, so you know how to draw it. I put in my price, my quantity. And then I have to think, okay, if it's a negative externality, do I have spillover costs or spillover benefits? Is this bad or good? So it's bad, actually, negative, right? So that means I'm going to have more costs than what's actually being taken into account. So that tells me that benefits are going to be constant. So I draw my demand curve, and I do demand is equal to my marginal social benefits, because they both have an inverse relationship. Diminishing returns for social benefits, just a law of demand for demand. Right? So that's MSB. I know it's MSB, not MPB, because I'm dealing with costs, not benefits. So we're going to keep that the same. Let's change colors here. Now, I'm going to draw my supply curve, right? But the supply curve is not going to be MSC, it's going to be MPC. Why? Because currently in my marketplace, I am producing or only taking into account the cost for me, not the cost for all of society. Right? As a result, we get an equilibrium, and this is going to be my free market quantity, QFM. And then this right here is going to be my price, FM. In other words, without government regulation, that's the quantity we're going to produce. Question, is that quantity too high or too low? The answer is it's too high. We need to reduce the quantity. Remember, this is negative. We want less traffic, so we want to reduce that quantity. So how do we show this? How do we demonstrate the fact that there are greater costs than what's being taken into account with the MPC, private cost? We do that by showing another supply curve, but instead of calling it supply, we just call it MSC. In other words, marginal social costs are greater than, as indicated by the supply curve being to the left, greater than marginal private costs. We're not taking into account the fact that society as a whole is hurt or spillover costs. So now we have a new equilibrium. We dash down, but I'm not producing at this point yet. That's important to note. We call this a socially optimal quantity and the socially optimal price. So now you can see that we have a market failure. We want to be producing a lower quantity, but we're producing a high quantity. We want to be charging a lower price, but we're charging a high price. So the distance between those two things, where I'm currently at, QFM, where I want to be, QSO, that's going to be my deadweight loss. But remember, I have to start from free market. That's my chopper, not over here. It's over here. So I dash up to chop it off, and I take it all the way until I hit this point. That's where I want to be. That distance there, right there, that triangle is going to be my dead weight loss. There you go. All right. So now what do? How do I fix this problem? Well, there's only one fix, and that is a per unit tax, P-U-T. We're going to tax. We're going to punt. When we do that, we move this supply curve to the left, and because we're increasing the cost. And we're going to keep moving that to the left until MSC equals MPC equals supply 2. In other words, where we are producing at the socially optimal quantity and charging the socially optimal price. Those are all the things you need to be able to identify on this graph for the FRQ. Peace.